But I guess I need it that close because I'm blind as a bat. Don't you think? Don't you think? I think. Videos. Oh, there we go. Woohoo. Sharing it out real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Yeah. Hey, and it worked too. Oops. I forgot I had cap locks on. And woo! So how is everybody doing this fine Wednesday night? Hey, Han Solo, how are you doing? Sharing it out real quick, and then you know y'all would have my undivided attention after that, because you know. Hey, Bugamus 100. I think that's what that says. My phone has little chat. Broussard. Share. I'm sharing it out. Because Mommy says it's good to share. What's up, Mike Webb? How you doing? Group. Good. Hope all is well with y'all. Relative. Yes, it is. We are doing great. I ate dinner. I think the baby's asleep. I think Megan is in her room. I got my... Well, I probably could have put another gallon of water in it. My fish tank has water, so it's not super loud. About the chat, so I can see it. And not so much me. How you doing, Bounce? Where do you live? I live in about 5 minutes north of Fort Worth in a little town called Saginaw, Texas. Central Texas. Oh, my hair just ain't... I really need to shower. Good, in Georgia. That is awesome. I've been there. It's pretty. I like Georgia. I think I was in Rome, Georgia. It's been years ago, though. Like, many, many years. Also drove through there when I went to Florida. Which was also many, many years ago. When I say many, I mean like 20-ish. It's been a country minute. My hair driving me crazy. Dog, quit licking my bed. Thank you. Thank you. I hope everybody's having a great night. I made a... Cool, I like Texas. Me too. We have weird weather. It's supposed to be south, but sometimes it's not. But yes, I love Texas too. It's my favorite. Because if you like it, usually we have it. Well, okay, we might not have blizzards, but we do occasionally have snow. But we have everything else. Mountains, woods, forest, hills, desert. I live in Virginia. I've been there too. I like Virginia. Been through West Virginia, all up through that, going up to, where was we going? Connecticut? Hartford? Somewhere up there. So we drove through a lot of those. I did it in a weekend. That was one heck of a drive. Ain't that right, dog? My dog's on the bed. Kind of used to having my daughter here. Kind of fell out of place almost. So what everybody doing tonight? Family River. What is our weather like too? I can't remember. I think it hit 70 today. Yeah, that one will work. I grow a large garden, do lots of canning. I have done water bath canning, but I have yet to do the pressure canning. But I do have a pressure canner, and I plan on starting this year. Was gonna do it last year, but didn't really get enough to preserve any. As soon as it would be ready to harvest, we either ate it or the varmints got it, like squirrels, rats, possums, birds. Saginaw, Texas weather. It is 65 right now. Lots of work, but so worth it. Indeed, I have, I think, 9 or 10 garden beds. I have about 400 and, I think it's either 405 or 410 square feet. Plus, I do a lot of container gardening, like my potatoes, some carrots. Sometimes I do strawberries in containers. But I've moved those to the garden bed. I've given them, I think it was last year, I gave them a 4 foot by 4 foot section. Of course, now they're starting to move, and I think they're about 5 or 6 feet now. Lots of work, but so worth it. Yes, it is. I do also dehydrate, ferment, and pickle. I love to pickle things like pickled onions, pickled, of course, cucumbers. We even do pickled zucchini, make a zucchini relish. That's really good. But a lot of it gets eaten pretty quickly, like the melons and cherry tomatoes. The Mexican sour gherkins, they get ate up pretty quick too. Pickled eggs, oh yeah. I had some pickled eggs in Louisiana that was just a tad bit spicy. I loved pickled beets. Pickled beets is my favorite. But I did some this past year that was pickled beets and sauerkraut. It's called like a German sauerkraut. You take the purple cabbage and beets and you shred it and then you ferment it. Oh, that was good stuff. But I love pickled beets. I could sit and eat a jar of just pickled beets. Oh man, I hope my beets do good this year because I want to pickle some more. I love pickled beets. What else is there? Pickled garlic. That's a little stout though. Fermented garlic is better than pickled garlic. Ever have picked watermelon rind? Pickled? No, I haven't. Hey, Pete's Little Homestead. How you doing, Mr. Pete? I have not had pickled watermelon rinds, but I am not opposed to trying it. I do plan on doing sweet sugar baby watermelons. Could you do it with those rinds, or does it have to be a big watermelon? Because I don't really grow the big ones. I do grow the smaller ones though. I also do tiger melons and Kajari melons. I eat my garlic raw. I like to ferment my garlic. If I ferment it, then I can eat it raw. Hey, Amy. Hey, honey, I'm here. Yay, Amy's here. How you doing, Amy Broussard? Did you get your chicken tractor done? I know I haven't talked to you today, and while I'm thinking about it, how's Rayleigh's allergic reaction? Oh, wow. Alright. Because I remember last time we talked, she was having a allergic reaction to something. Dog's going crazy. Short drive for her. But, oh yeah, the raw garlic. I can't eat garlic raw unless it's fermented. If you ferment it, then I can eat it. Because if not, it has one heck of a bite that I can't handle. I like pickled onions is good too. I don't know if you ever read that, like the red onion. Well, you could pickle any onion, but the red ones are my favorite. What else is there? I know there was some other things that was different. I'm good. Chicken coop is done. Compost bin is done. And chicken tractor is almost done. Just need a door. That is awesome. Yes, hands. Did Brett take his test, Amy? I knew it was coming up. Rayleigh is all better. Yay! I'm happy. 'Cause that poor baby was itching. Nothing like getting an allergic reaction to something you don't know what it is. That's a little better. Pickled peaches. That sounds good. That's something I've never had. I was looking on Facebook, and I came across a post where they were talking about powdered fruit. Like when you dehydrate fruit, take it a step further and grind it down into a powder. And at first I was thinking, well, what would you use that for? And then I got thinking, oh, put it in your yogurt and smoothies and cereal, oatmeal. I might have to make me some like strawberry powder or something. Brett is going to the doctor Friday to see about getting released, so hopefully Tuesday of next week he will take his test. Awesome. Fruit powder is yummy. I never even thought about fruit powder. And I think one of the reasons why I thought about it is because today I made garlic powder. Well, I made a little bit of garlic powder. I took last year's garlic harvest. I took all the bigger ones and replanted them. And I took all the smaller ones and dehydrated them last night. And put them in the fruit processor and made powder. I would like to get one of those mortars. Maybe I can grind it down to even a finer powder. But prayers up for him. Add him. You can add it to oatmeal. That sounds good. Well, I don't like the instant oatmeal that's already flavored anyway. But a little bit of strawberry powder with that. Or even your cereal. Because, I don't know. When I have cereal, I like to drink the milk after I'm done. And just think, if you put some all natural strawberry powder in that milk in your cereal, I bet you that will be good. And I bet my mic would work even better if it wasn't all the way down there. I was in a hurry when I was getting set up. Ooh, toast. That's a good one, Amy. I didn't even think about that. Or even milk, just like strawberry milk, like you do chocolate milk. Think about it. And you could do other fruits like bananas and berries. And grind it down into like a powder. Make your own smoothie. That's what my first thought was with a smoothie. Then I got to thinking about everything else you could put it in. Yep, strawberry milk too, but I can't have milk. I'm sorry. I love milk. I don't drink it as much as I probably should. Not a product placement. I'm not sponsored. Ooh, that's what I should do. Maybe I should see if Dr. Pepper would sponsor me. Because Lord knows I drink enough Dr. Pepper on video. Hey, Cajun Homestead. I'll get it out in a minute. Hello, the Cajun Homestead. How are you doing? Yay, I did it. Sometimes my brain works faster than my tongue can keep up. So I trip over words or get tongue-tied. Or speak kind of weird. Doesn't help that my accent's all over the South. Me too, Dr. Pepper. Right, Mr. Pete? Mr. Pete, me and you need to see if we can get sponsored. Dr. Pepper milkshake. I don't know about that. Hanging in there. I'm glad you're hanging in there, Cajun. What are you messing with, dog? I don't trust my dog. I have to keep an eye on her. Okay, I'm on my PC now so I can type a little faster. Me too. Actually, I'm on my PC and my phone. I'm multi-talented. Is that... I didn't hit that, did I? Let's see what we're up to now. Yep, $26.98. That's good. I can live with that. I can have fresh cow's milk, but I can't stomach the store-bought. That's because the store-bought's probably processed so much. Dr. Pepper slushy. I get that one. Alright, when we first put a 12-pack, or a 24 pack in the refrigerator, they tend to get slow really, or cold really slow. So I'll take one out and stick it in the freezer, and sometimes I forget about it, and then it ends up being a Dr. Pepper slushy. Anyway, but I've made the strawberry powder, and it is good on French toast. Ooh, that would be good. Or pancakes. Yes. Strawberry powder with pancakes. That makes strawberry pancakes. Yes, yes. I don't trust her because I got stuff in the floor that I don't want her chewing. I had one of my viewers tell me last week that, oh God, what is it? 20 grams of, 20 spoonfuls of sugar or something, and a can of soda. That's 39 grams. Alright, hang on. Let's do some research. There is a freezer sweet spot for them. Okay, now you are making me hungry. Time for a brownie. Abby made some brownies because somebody made me hungry for them. I get Star Crunches now too, but those wasn't homemade. How many teaspoons is 39 grams of sugar? Apparently somebody else has done research that. 9 teaspoons for 38. Don't you just love when they don't give you the actual answer? So 38 grams of sugar, or 9 teaspoons. So 9 teaspoons in this can. It's all Megan's fault. No, yeah, because she made like 3 batches of those brownies and they're all gone. Every last one. Don't ask, don't tell. I like that hand solo. Oh, there he is. Hey, Dave's Mule Train Homestead. How are you doing? Let me bring this over here so it's not like right in the microphone. My koozie I got from Gemini Homestead. I love it. Trying to watch all the channel times I follow. I need to do a quick live subscriber giveaway, but don't want to do it when one of my friends is on. Oh, I understand that, Cajun, but it's almost hard to do anymore. When I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Not sure what yet. Actually, I'll probably have different gifts, prizes. I knew there was some prizes. Prizes is the word I'm looking for. There'll probably be different prizes, like 3 of them. But when I hit 2,000, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm almost there. For those of you who don't know, last Saturday night. Hey, Chris. How you doing? I was just fixing to talk about last Saturday night. I got rated in my chat, and my live chat went from like 8 people to like 177, and I got a whole bunch of new subscribers. So thank you. if you watch this, or if you go back and watch this, thank you. That was that made my night, most definitely. I think I had been on like 2 hours. I think I had been up to like 19 currently watching, and then they had started dropping down because we were fixing to get off. I was one of the raiders because I love you. Yes, and I love you too. I have everybody that has left a comment. I went back and subscribed to them and started watching their videos, but I talked about that I think for 2 days. think I started getting on my daughter's nerves. I said, that was so cool. I just can't get over it. And she goes, yeah, I know, I can tell. It was totally awesome, though. I'm working on getting some things together for a giveaway. See, Amy, though, you have things like t-shirts and stickers and stuff. I got to figure out something to do. I'll do some seeds, but I want to do more than just seeds. Raids are awesome. Yes, they are, especially when they're 177 strong. I got raided a couple weeks ago. Isn't it awesome, Mr. Pete? Sitting there, and then all of a sudden your count just starts going up, 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 up. I was just like, I think for like a whole 5 minutes, I couldn't even hardly say anything. I was flabbergasted. I was left speechless. One raider present. Amen. I mean, that was awesome. I loved that. I mean, that's the most excitement my life, I think, has ever had. Hey, Mona, how you doing? But, I mean, they all came raiding in, and I was like, holy smokes. And me and Megan were just like, wow, that's like 60 people. Next thing we know, it's like 100, and then 177. And I'm like, yeah, that's never going to happen again. How can you get monetized? I was going to donate to you now. I have to get more watch time. I have 2,698 hours. I need 4,000. Have you gotten any seeds started? No, but I've come up with a plan to get it done. Alright. I like to start my seeds with the paper towel method. Especially for peppers. Pretty good. I was a raider that day. Yes, Mona, you were. That was an awesome night. But when it comes to peppers, I like to do the paper towel method. But you see how many are here? Like 37. You can't stick all those on one paper towel. Well, not without getting them confused. So I went through my stuff and found these little baggies. So I got a plan to start germinate my seeds. Oh yeah, my PayPal. Yeah. I forgot I bought my PayPal, Amy. Thanks. My PayPal is the only way you can donate right now until I get monetized. I still got a little ways to go. Yes, thank you, Amy. You rock. Because, you know, I was getting close, but then the hours started dropping off, and then, yeah. But I have started climbing back up. I have... Where did it go? Okay, we'll just do this. I have 2,698, so I need like 1,202 hours. I'm getting closer. Any advice on growing peppers? I struggle with planting peppers. Do you buy them already planted, or do you sprout the seed yourself? Tell all to play and run when sleeping. I'll run run up your watch time, or it'll run. Yeah, I have a Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading's running my channel, and I'm running his because he's closer than I am. I think he only needs 77. Peppers have to, yeah, warm soil. But see, that's why I like doing the paper towel method. You take a wet paper towel, you put your pepper seeds on there, fold it up, stick it in a Ziploc bag, leave it open, put it in a warm spot, and every day check it. And if it starts to dry out, take you a squirt bottle and just squirt it. To me, I can get my peppers to germinate faster on the paper towel than I can in the soil. Once you get it, once you get them to sprout, you put them in seed starter mix. But you have to remember, about 2 weeks after your seedling has sprouted, you need to start fertilizing. The seed pod itself only has enough nutrients in it for that plant to last for about 2 weeks. After that, you need to feed it. So get some liquid fertilizer, like the fish emulsions or AgroThrive or something organic, but liquid fertilizer. And peppers like to stay warm. They want their soil warm. They want their air, light. I have green bell peppers coming up in the greenhouse. That is awesome. And I think bell peppers do better than chilies when it comes to temperature. But that's just personal. But about 2 weeks after you've sprouted your seeds, you really need to start finding some kind of liquid fertilizer for them, or change the soil to like an organic potting mix, because the seed pods, they have enough nutrients in them to get that plant to start growing and to last for about 2 weeks, maybe 3. But after that, you really need to start fertilizing, and a lot of places don't tell you that. Sprinkle the soil with Epsom salt when you transplant into the ground, and each week after that to help boost blossoms. Yes. In the beginning, though, you really want to add nitrogen, like coffee grounds. If you drink coffee, instead of throwing your coffee grounds away, put your coffee grounds around your plant. If you don't drink coffee, if you drink tea, use your tea leaves and recompost that around the plant. If you can get your hands on some rabbit manure, that is a great source of fertilizer that will not burn your plants. Yeah, coffee grounds do deter ants too, unless you got Texas fire ants, and then they get pretty stubborn. But I have noticed that the beds that had more coffee grounds in them had less ant problems than the ones that didn't. And if you do not drink coffee, do not worry. You can go to Starbucks or any donut shop or a convenience store that sells coffee. And if you will bring them a clean 5-gallon bucket, they will save coffee grounds for you. Hey, Twin Games, how you doing? Table. Thank you folks so much. I drink lots of coffee. Well, there you go. Save your coffee grounds. If you eat eggs, you can save your eggshells. Wash them out and let them dry. You can even microwave them after, to dry them, and grind them up into a powder and put that in your garden, and that will give your garden calcium. Blue, pink, orange, brown, pink, brown. Aw. Somebody knows their colors. Another good source of calcium is milk, or powdered milk. When I go to plant my tomatoes, not only do I put a little bit of Epsom salt in the ground before I put the plant, I put a little bit of powdered milk. And what else do I usually stick in there? Sometimes the coffee grounds too. Oh, bone meal. Yeah. Bone meal is definitely good. Some things you have to watch out for. I was watching a post where Jess was on Roots and Refuge was talking about putting a cracked egg in the hole before, and then put a little dirt and then put the plant on top of it. I couldn't do that because I had possum digging up trying to get to the egg. It just depends on where you live. But you can put coffee grounds, eggshell, Epsom salt, Tums, the antacid, you can grind those up. That's a good source of calcium and magnesium. You got bone meal, blood meal. Anything you put in the hole with it that's organic will help that plant later on. We can't do the egg in the hole. Way too many critters here. Yeah, see, even with me being in suburbia, I had that problem. I did like 7 and like 4 were dug up. And that was very disheartening. I was like, no. Because I just planted those, and when the possums or raccoons or whatever it was digging it up, they didn't care they were tearing up the plant. They just wanted to get to the egg at the bottom of the hole, because they can smell it. But I've often been told too that you can take the carcass of, like, say you catch a fish and you get the meat, and you can take the guts and the head and bury it in your garden, and it will compost in, or any leftover scrap, like a chicken. If you're cutting up a chicken, you have chicken fat left, and skin, you can throw it in there. But you have to be careful because critters will dig it up. Our dollar store has gnomes again. It's almost gardening season. Yes. I was getting ready to edit a video today, and I have the spring package on Filmora 9, and it has a little male gnome that I like to throw in my videos every once in a while. But our Dollar General has some garden stuff out. Cayenne pepper around plants, yes. And I want to say cayenne pepper serves two purposes. One, it'll deter ants. And I want to say that it will deter something else. Another bug. My biggest problem in the garden is squash vine borers. I can't keep them from popping up. Do peppers grow better in pots or in the garden? I live in northern Maine, and we are limited on heat in the summer. Since you're in northern Maine, I would do them in pots. Just make sure that when you do have them in the house, to have them near a window or have a grow light. And, make sure they get plenty of water. Sometimes, like, I brought one in, I was growing it in a pot, and I brought it in the house, and I forgot to water it. It died. Peppers will grow in pots or in ground, probably better in pots up north, yeah. And that way, and get you a big enough pot that will hold a full-grown pepper. I say at least a 3-gallon, maybe 5-gallon. And that way, when you can get a head start, you can start that pepper plant now if you're growing it in that container. And as soon as it starts getting warm, even on just warm days, bring it outside and let it, get some sun and fresh air, and bring it in before nightfall. And from what I understand, that pepper plant can grow for more than 1 year. You can keep it 2 or 3 years. It'll keep producing. Yeah, I hate having vine borers. They suck. Vine borers are evil. And that's the biggest thing I fight with, next to maybe stink bugs. And Amy knows what I'm talking about with the stink bugs. But vine borers, they get my squash, my zucchini, every stinking time. I've actually had to cut the stem, take out the bugs, and then I pack it full of mud, and it will keep growing. But I hate vine borers. Mona, do you know your exact zone number? I was kind of thinking, and I don't. I want to say a 5 is that area, but I'm not for sure. I barely keep up with mine. I think mine's 8A. Oh, wow, 4. Yeah, definitely do it in pots. Just remember, after all winter of having your pepper plant in the house, when it does start to warm up, only let it be outside an hour or 2 at a time and get it reacclimated to the outside. I've put DE around the base of each plant, and it helps to slow down the borers. Yeah, I'm going to have to. The only problem here is early spring we get so many rains, and once it rains you have to reapply diatomaceous earth. And for those who don't know, when messing with diatomaceous, it needs to be food grade. You got to put the DE every week or sooner if it rains. Yep, as soon as it rains, you have to redo it. But that also goes along with the cayenne pepper, or cinnamon is another good one I've heard for insects and ants. And I want to try, I think it's like you get a yellow bowl and put some kind of liquid in it, and that's supposed to help with the vine borers. Or what was it? You take a yellow cup, and you smear it with like Vaseline or something sticky, and the vine borer moth will attract to it instead of the flower. Borage helps against tomato hornworms. I don't usually get too many problems with tomato hornworms. I did grow borage last year, but I don't think it made it. But usually I don't have a problem with tomato hornworms. And I think it was 2 or 3 years ago when I did. They wasn't eating my tomato plants, they were eating my pepper plants. Which I'm going to have quite a few pepper plants. I will have, I think I had 37. And I want to grow 2 plants per variety. So 74 pepper plants. That's a lot of peppers. But I realized how many peppers we go through. I want to do paprika peppers to do my own I'm going to do smoked paprika powder. I'm going to do cayenne peppers so I can have cayenne powder. I'm going to do a variety of sweet peppers to make a sweet pepper powder mix, like a seasoning mix. I want to chop up and dehydrate quite a few peppers to put up for dishes throughout the winter, you know, like tacos and enchiladas and stuff like that, soups, and throw some dehydrated peppers in there, or frozen even. Well, I wish I had 10 successful ones. I love peppers. Oh, me too. And I got started on peppers because of banana peppers. I love banana peppers. Especially pickled. That's what got me into pickling, was banana peppers. I think it was Subway was the first time I ever tried one. I was looking at it and I said, "Are those hot?" And they go, "No." I said, "What kind of peppers are those?" They go, "Sweet banana peppers." So I started researching it. And when I finally started my garden like 6 years ago, that was one of the first peppers I started. I don't really care for bell peppers too much, but I love banana peppers, sweet peppers. I even grew some nata pinos last year, and those were really good, especially for stuffing. And what did I make? I made some kind of dish with them. It was something that Miss Lippy had posted. Will you be sharing that pepper recipe with us? Which one? The pickling, the powder, or the pickling? The pickling I already have. I have a video, I do believe. Well, no, maybe I don't have a video. I know I have a blog post. But I can share that. The pickling one. Okay. Give me just a minute to get that link, because I have it on my, what you call it? Webpage. Visit site. Videos, blog. Pickled banana peppers are so good on salad, pizzas, and everything. Yes, I even do them on sandwiches. I mean, everything. That one. I really need to put up a new blog post. It's been a country minute. Yep, that's it. Copy. There you go, Mona. I like all veggies except asparagus. Yeah, I'm not crazy about asparagus either. But if you have some kind of like bacon bits or wrapped with bacon, it ain't that bad. See, look at Amy. Asparagus is good wrapped in turkey bacon and baked with cheese on top. Yeah, actually I think it would be better with regular bacon with cheese on top. But, oh, no problem, Mona. I love to share my little tidbits. LOL, great minds. Indeed, Amy, indeed. But I definitely need to put up a new blog post. I haven't put up a blog in a while. I paid for it. I might as well go to it. Bought that thing a couple years ago. The Scavoli. How do you pronounce that word? I know what it is. It's the heat scale. The Scavolis are feeling left out. Well, they shouldn't, because I do grow a couple hot peppers. I just grow them on the other side of the house and not with my sweet peppers. I grow cayenne peppers, and those are hot. Those get pretty hot when you're dehydrating them and then grinding them up into a powder. Your eyes will start to water, your nose will start to run, and don't touch it with your bare hands. It'll wake you up. See, I don't really grow regular jalapenos. I grow the natapinos. And this year, hopefully, where are they at? There we go. And hopefully, this year, I can grow that. Is that backward for y'all? That says habanada. It's like a habanero, but with no heat. I have so many of these I can't even pronounce. Apple peppers are still my favorite. You can get that from Seed Saver Exchange. Those are really sweet. So are the sheep nose pimentos. Those are really, really sweet. I don't take out your contacts after... don't take out your contacts after messing with cayennes. Yeah, no, your eyes will be burned forever. Here's my paprikas. I can't wait to grow paprika peppers and then smoke them on a grill and then dehydrate them. And then, yeah, these are tomatoes. Growing quite a few of those too. Same process as other peppers. My partner loves those peppers, yep. But I do have my cayennes. And last year I had bought 2 different hot chili plants from Home Depot, I think it was. Or maybe it was Atwoods. Maybe it was Atwoods. And they produce some pretty good hot peppers. Because I grow hot peppers for my son. And then I'll dehydrate them and turn them into a powder. That way he has like just basically a hot red pepper mix of seasoning. Those are trainers, but it's a start. I like ghost pepper wing sauce. Yeah, no, I can't do the hot stuff. Okay, I'm starting to do the hot stuff, but very, very, very mild. I grew red and green bells, bananas, habanero, jalapenos last year. See, I do like some bells, but not a whole lot. Which ones were it? The mini bells. I do like those, and I do like the chocolate bells, because they tend to be sweeter. But even like a regular green bell, all you have to do is leave it on your plant a little longer and let it turn colors. The longer it's on the vine, it'll go from yellow to orange to red. And when it's red, that's when it's its sweetest. We cook a lot with bell peppers. Yeah, but I don't really care for them too much. Also Tabasco, yeah. I rather have like the apple peppers and I'll show you here. Like the red macaroons, because you end up with a really big pepper. I mean, it's not like, unless you're doing stuffed bells, it doesn't have to be a bell pepper. This is another good one. You know, they all have a variety of flavors. And these were pretty good. I can't pronounce that word. That's AJVAR Sky. Ajavar Sky. Ajavarsky? Yeah, I don't pronounce words well. But they're pretty decent size. I do have some of these Lycia peppers. VW Farms grow those, and they said they're one of the sweetest peppers ever. I can't wait to try them this year. But I like to take those bigger ones and chop those up and use them instead of a bell pepper. I mean, they're just as good. And it gives your dish a whole lot of color, because I'll use, you know, the greens, the oranges, the yellows, the reds, all at the same time. And it really makes, like, your tacos or burritos or any of that pop, or breakfast burritos especially. Hey, Life with Linda. In California, we grow really hot peppers right next to by the kitchen to keep the ants out, as we have no indoor pest issues with those peppers. I did not know that. My Cherokee purple tomatoes have sprouted. Woohoo! Cherokee purple tomatoes are my favorite. We can save the seeds and use those seeds to plant new plants. What would be the best process to dry them and preserve them? If you're talking about regular pepper plant, take the seeds out and lay them on a paper towel, not touching, spread them out, and let them sit on a counter or somewhere to dry. Be careful where you put them. I had some sitting on my desk, and then I had 3 different varieties wrapped up in a paper towel, and they got moved, and I had to start over. But what I usually do is I either stick them on a paper towel or a paper plate and make sure they're all separated and let them sit out for about 2 or 3 days, depending on how warm your house is. And then once they're dry, you can put them in. You can go to Walmart, and in the arts and crafts section, you can get these little baggies. And then we'll get a sticker, like the labels. Labels like this white one here. You can buy a pack of them at Walmart, dirt cheap, and put what kind of variety it is, what year that you say, that it's growing season that year, and then put it in where your seeds go, in a dark, cool place. I have saved quite a few seeds. That's why I try to keep my hot peppers away from my sweet peppers, so I can save seeds, even though I've kind of been told that you can't really plant them that far because you can't keep a bee flying 20 feet or 20 yards, or it has to be that far away to keep it from getting cross-contaminated, to take out all possibility of cross-contamination. So I didn't save seeds last year, but my plants didn't really do so well last year because of the bad growing season. I had 3 late frosts that kind of devastated my garden. Okay, so a bee travels 5 miles from their hive. You would have to have the sweet peppers planted 5 miles away from your hot peppers to keep cross-contamination. I gotta go. Good night. God bless. Waiting for witnesses. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. It means a lot to me. Cool, will do. Yeah, Mona, just put them on a paper plate or a paper towel. Set them aside somewhere. Let them dry. I usually wait a day or 2 to make sure they're really dry. And if you look and you see any that have dark spots, you might want to get rid of those. Try to save the best looking seeds. Stick them in a Ziploc bag or something with the type of plant and what year you harvest them, and you're good to go. Plant extra for replanting because the seeds in the rind provide the heat for the dishes. Yeah. But did I miss any? No. But that's what I was told, because some people say, oh, you can do them in your front yard, have your hot ones in the front and your sweet ones in the back, and they won't cross-contaminate. You don't know that, because bees are the ones that pollinate them. Bees, wasps, yellow jackets, whatever. And they can fly. They're not going to say, oh, you have this plant up front, so that means you don't want me to, cross the pollination. They don't care. They don't. Nope. Not in the slightest. A bee does not care that you didn't want that plant cross-contaminated. So unless you put something over it, like a net. But I usually try to grow a few hot ones because my son wants the hot powder. And I like to have a little bit on hand. I don't use it quite as much as he does. I noticed the other day that I was almost out of cayenne powder. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. You can have cross-pollination from your neighbor's garden. Yeah. Yes, you sure can. Yes, ma'am. which is a sad thing when you're trying to save seeds. And it happened to me. I think it was my third year gardening. The first year I had in-ground beds, and I was doing my square foot gardening. It's where you put plants 1 foot apart, up to, well, I guess up to 2 feet, depending on what they are, but most plants are 1 foot apart. And I had my cayenne pepper here, and I had my banana pepper plant here. Wasn't thinking nothing of it. Saved my seeds, because you won't tell that first year. You won't tell until you take those seeds and plant them. It's the second generation that they cross-pollinate on. I took those banana peppers, hadn't even tried them, cut them up, pickled them, and my daughter had one. She goes, "Mom, these are hot." And I'm like, "They're banana peppers. They're not hot." She goes, "I don't care. These are hot." I tried one. It was hot. Come to find out, it cross-pollinated with my cayenne peppers. Yeah, that jar lasted quite a long time because it was hard for us to eat them all. Hey, Endless Vlogs, how are you doing? Can we pollinate those plants ourselves? I don't think so. Now you can, I know you can zucchini. Yes, you can pollinate. Oh, cool. Will that work for a pepper plant though, Amy? I know it does tomato. And I know you can pollinate zucchini and squash and stuff like that with a Q-tip. Oh, cool. Well, there you go. Get you would you say a toothbrush or a paintbrush? The spanking method is what I do to my tomatoes. I didn't know if it would work with pepper plants. Well, that's low on the list of asking questions, too. Yep. Because, see, peppers are self-pollinating. That doesn't keep a bee or yellow jacket from landing on that sucker. And thank you, Amy. Because I didn't think you could. But I know my tomatoes, I've always been told to spank them. Take you what was it? I know somebody used to take like a newspaper or something, but I just go up and tap the stem right below the flower and tap them, and it helps them to pollinate. And I knew you could zucchini and squash because I've seen those, because they say that you can cover them up with a netting and self-pollinate or pollinate your zucchini plants to keep from getting vine borers. But I've never been able to. No. I don't have that kind of time in my life. Been having issues with cellulite in my legs. They are swollen, so I have to go put them up. Good night, all. All right, Linda, thank you so much for coming by, and I hope your legs get to feeling better, get them propped up or something. But I will keep you in my prayers. But thank you so much for stopping by. I shake mine, but don't spank them. They might think they're in trouble and might make fruit. Well, see, maybe Amy, that's why mine make fruit, because they're scared to get in trouble even more and afraid to get another spanking. I don't know. I seen an old man talk about it on a video once, that he called it spanking your tomatoes. So that's what I call it, spank my tomatoes. And how can you tell a female? Oh yeah, that doesn't matter for the peppers. Now that one I didn't know. How can you tell a female from a male flower? Does that not matter? I think that does with zucchinis, but not peppers. My tomatoes like spankings. Apparently they produce. I'm just saying. Maybe I got some kinky tomatoes. I don't know. But I know I go out there when I'm checking everything. Of course, I do pay attention and make sure there's not a bee or a yellow jacket up in there and go smacking one. Because you mess up and smack one of those. Or those big old bumblebees. Ooh. That might hurt. that spanking has consequences. But I usually keep my eye open in the garden because not only do you got to worry about bees and yellow jackets, you also have to worry about them big old spiders. I also have, oh, what is it? A horned lizard that loves to play around in my garden. Hey, girlie, sorry I've been working. Hi. Hey, Terry from Organics Raw Root Farm. I've been loving your short videos, by the way. Yep. Cool beaners. I got it. Yay. How are you? How's the weather? It's so cold. Yes, that's what my mom was telling me, because you're in Florida. My mom's in Florida. And she said it was like, 48, 50, something like that. It is 65 here right now. Today actually hit 73. But that's okay, because in 2 days it's supposed to get cold again. How's the baby? Growing and spoiled rotten, but he is getting so big. And will you just shake the plant itself? Yeah. You can shake the plant itself or just tap it right where the flowers are. Hey, Grandma Karen. If you fold over a magazine, you can catch the pollen and transfer it. Yep. Soggy Bottom Homestead, how are you doing? It has definitely been a while. It's been chilly here in the morning, but warms up quickly. Actually, the past 2 days, it's been warm, but it's been a nippy warm. Does that make sense? You know, there's kind of like right now it's 65, and there's kind of two different 65s. There's that really kind of warm 65, spring-like, and then there's that winter kind of cold and cloudy 65. It wasn't cloudy, but it was kind of nippy. The wind had a bite to it. That's what I'm trying to say. We had frost the last 2 mornings. No, see, we haven't. It's cold where I live, and I live in Michigan. Yes, you do. Michigan is cold. I don't do cold, though. Oh, I hate to shiver. Makes me ache. I just found a grow tent to grow in, and I am getting ready to transplant a few things. How are y'all? I am groovy. I've been wanting to transfer my cattle panels over because I have those 2 long beds, and I have 3 cattle panels, and I've been thinking about moving those 3 cattle panels over to those 2 long beds and kind of making, okay, I call it a high, or was it a wind tunnel? High tunnel? It's a high tunnel. And then somebody made the comment about me being short, so wouldn't it be a low tunnel? I think that was Han Solo that made that joke. Sorry, spell check. Oh, no worries. I can read it. The farm has had frost in Florida, and it's crazy. It'll be 29. Oh, wow. If it's 29 in Florida, I'm scared to see what it's going to happen for the rest of us. That's kind of scary. We are only down to 38 in the morning. We're supposed to be, our low tonight is 58. Our low tomorrow is 40. Friday is going to be, our low will be 37. So, by Friday, it'll be cold again. Holy, that is cold for Florida. Indeed, it is. And sometimes it's like that because my mom lives in Florida. I live here. And there's days that I am like 10 degrees warmer than she is. And then there's times where she's the warmer one. And it's cold here. Yeah, Amy's warmer than you, Terry, in Louisiana, but I've been warmer than she has. Because today was 73. What was your high today, Amy? And it sure wasn't no 38 this morning. It was 58 this morning. Oh, my dog is being so good. You just don't know. I'm so proud of her. Oh, my nose itches. Somebody's coming to see me. I think we hit 70 today. See, today was 73. Mine isn't. Your dog's not being good. Grandma Karen, Mine is. Usually she's chewing on something or trying to climb up into the camera, and she's doing good right now. I'm actually surprised. But we've had nice, nippy, cool wind. Yeah, and I think that's what it was. Even though, like right now it's 65, it's got a bite to it. But it's because of the wind. And I think that makes all the difference. That and the humidity. Here is Arkansas. It will be cold next week. Tomorrow will be the warmest here. Yeah, I've got one more warm day and then it's going to get cold again. So I really need to get out there and get the dead plants out of the beds. Oh, and this weekend I get to pick up a truckload of compost, like real compost for my farm. So, and it's free. So yeah, I need to go pick that up, and I'm gonna start topping off those beds. I cannot wait. Nice. Yes, Miss Grammy Karen, it is nice. I'm so happy. Bring me some compost. Amy, Brett's truck's bigger than mine. Come down here and get a load. Actually, if you were here in your truck, you could pick up a load. It is free. Sometimes he goes, if you want to donate to his gas fund for his tractor, a front end loader or whatever, that he'll take donations, but for the most part it's free. And since he was a Marine, you know, I give him like $5-10 for gas. But when he comes in and he goes, so how much you getting? And I said, until my truck bed starts touching the tires. Right before that point, then stop. He goes, I got you. Brett's truck won't go that far, and I'm not putting it in my car. Oh, no, I wouldn't put it in the car either. Why won't his truck make it? What does he need to what does it need to be road trip worthy? Took me a minute to get it out, but I got it. And guess what mine needs? Inspection and registration. Again. It needs a thermostat for sure. That's not too hard of a fix. I've actually done that. Well, not on a Dodge truck. Done it on several different other vehicles. One was a Nissan. I once had a car sit there for 3 months because it needed a thermostat. It was like a $40 thermostat that took like 10 minutes to change. Once I figured it out and got it done, I was kind of upset that it took 3 months to figure that out. That is always a cost. Or that is always the cost. Yep. Just got a new windshield for Brett's truck, and next is my windshield. Yay! Mine does have a crack, but it's down so low that it doesn't interfere with inspection. Right now, I have to get my muffler welded back on so I can get my inspection. And as soon as that's done, then I pay $25 for my inspection and then like 70 something for my registration. But as of right now, today is the 3rd. So mine's 3 days past due. But Megan once says when she gets her taxes, we'll get that done. Vehicle maintenance is expensive. Oh, Grammy Karen, you got that right. No true words have been spoken. Well, I have to be careful because every once in a while, my first cylinder will misfire, which will cause the check engine light to come on, and then it'll quit. But I have to run that sucker 100 miles with that check engine light off for it to pass the inspection. It's just like, really? Inspections here state no crack bigger than 8 inches. With our heat down here, the crack don't stay small. Well, see, mine starts on the passenger side up at the top, comes down to the very bottom, and goes across. And since it's not even past your steering wheel, you can't. It's down there at the bottom. For Texas, it doesn't count. It gets. Well, I've had it inspected twice since I've had it, so with that crack, because they had that crack when I bought it. With all the California transplants, that will go up in cost. Yeah, no joke. That is good. Mine's across the middle. Yeah, see, I think if mine was across the middle, okay, as short as I am, if mine was over the steering wheel, it would be a problem. But it's down there at the bottom, so it's not that big of a deal. My biggest problem right now is getting my muffler, the back half of it, welded back on, because it's in the back of my truck. It's purple. It's pretty. But it's not serving its purpose right now. It's in the back of my truck, which I'll have to take out sometime like Friday. I'll have to take it out, my toolbox out, so I can go pick up the compost. So, yeah, but I'm so excited to be getting compost this weekend. But that means I really need to get those dead plants out of there. Now I've cleaned up the corner. Because usually there's the very corner of my yard, I just throw the dead plants, tomatoes, peppers, whatever, corn. I just throw the dead plants in that corner and let it decompose over time. Well, I've gotten smart. I'm like, I can use that because it turns into some pretty black soil. Well, that pretty black soil has a bunch of, rocks about different sizes, but, about the size of my hand. So, about 4 days ago, or sometime last week, I took all the debris that hasn't quite composted down yet. I pulled it out of that corner. I took my wheelbarrow and a shovel, and I have this 2x4 rectangle that has wire cloth on it that I've used for a sifter, and I dug all that dirt out of the corner and stuck it through there, put the rocks in one container and the soil in another, and then after I got that whole spot cleared out, I moved the debris, the dead plants, so I think it's like corn and a few pepper plants, over back into that corner. I'm sorry, I have to go put my little one to bed. Good night, all. Stay safe. Good night, Saggy Bottom. Thank you so much for stopping by. So it's a compost pile. Basically. Kind of, sort of. I'm not supposed to have a compost pile, but it kind of is, because, alright, you ever just go through your garden, you have a plant dead, you just take it and rip it out? Well, I don't have like a trash can back there, so I just kept throwing it in that back corner. Or anytime I have a fruit that got half ate by a squirrel, I chunk it in that corner. And after a while, it basically became a compost pile. But I couldn't benefit from it because you really couldn't dig the soil out that it was creating because of all the rocks. So I had I think it was one of them outdoor trash cans full of rocks that I took and put behind my garden shed, and then moved all the compost back to the corner and let it sit. And I've still got tomato plants, a couple of basil twigs, and what was it? Some of them were loofah plants, and I think I had a tiger melon and Kajori melon vines that I need to take down and throw in that pile. Do they have a non-operational option on the registration? Not that I'm aware of. But the truck's operational. It's missing a muffler. Well, missing half the muffler. Not even the whole muffler. Just the back half. The part where they need to put the little testing thing in. And this is a 2004. But with 19 going around, getting in to get your vehicle inspected and registration is going to be so fun. I was really hoping to get it done before that so I could do it online, but now that it's late, I can't do it online. which makes me sad. Because I really wanted to do it online. Does the Easter Bunny come there? Mm-mm. Nope, I haven't seen the Easter Bunny in many years. Not everyone, thank you so much for the help with the peppers. I'll be visiting again. No problem, Mona. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for being a part of the raid Saturday night. That really touched my heart. That made me so happy. You just don't know. You guys totally rock. I've been trying to catch Monograph online when he goes live, and I missed the last one, which was, Monday? But I hope to catch him live again. But thank you for stopping by, and if you have any other questions, email me. If I don't know the answer, I will find it for you. Ain't that right, Grandma Karen? Yeah, the vehicle can't be driven, but the back fees stopped piling up. Ours isn't too bad. Are you still going live on Thursdays? Yes, Amy. I go live Saturday night at 9, Wednesday night at 8, and Thursday night at 7. I couldn't give up Thursday night. I just couldn't do it. So I just pushed it to 7. But since I go 2 hours on Saturday, an hour or 2 on Wednesday, it doesn't hurt to only go an hour on Thursday. So, and I'm not gonna lie, there's some nights like Sunday night I'm sitting there thinking I should go live, I'm bored. Or Tuesday night, Monday night, but I know Monday and Tuesday, Two Family Homestead. We'll see, Monday it's the Stivers, then Two Family, and then Tuesday is just Two Family. But you know, I'll be back. I love your site. Very kind people here. Yes, ma'am. Anytime, anything, you got a question, I'm here for you. I appreciate it. I'm just me, down to earth. Okay, cool, just checking. Yeah, Amy, it's just like the more lives I do, the more I want to keep doing them. It's kind of hard not to. You meet so many cool people, and I don't have a social life. This is my social life, so, you know, I get to come online and chat for a little while. I told you, Graybeard, it is addicting. Yes. But yep, because I was gonna go on Wednesday and Thursday and like give up, or I was gonna go Wednesday and Saturday and give up Thursday, and the Wednesday night that I went on and it was okay, and then Thursday came around, I'm like, I couldn't help myself not to go on. It's just like, but I have to. I switched accounts to give another view. Awesome, Amy, I appreciate it. And another thumbs up. Yeah, because you know I need all the help I can get. I have 2,698 watch hours. So it means I need, 1,202? 1,202 watch hours is all I need. And I'll hit that big monetized status. If you care, he's live now. Who? Monograph? I've been watching your videos. We're all working on the chicken coop. Why did I get kitchen out of chicken? And thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. On my phone, I have a little thing I can hit subscribers and I can see who's on. Oh, subscriptions. There we go. Yes. How you been? Hi, how's been your night so far? Skippy72, it's been groovy. Dun, 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 dun. I'm looking for him. Yep, he sure is. Man, he always goes live when I'm live, or he goes live when I can't be there. Well, I say I can't be there. I just turned it on. I get to listen to you talk while working because I miss your face. Aw, I miss your face too, Amy. Hey, Big Dreams Homestead, how are you doing? So where is my headphones? Well, ain't got this great. One of these days, I'm gonna get OCD about all these wires. I promise. Today just ain't today. I'm still on a train. Where are you coming from or going to? Hugs, Brett and Amy. Indeed, I love my Brett and Amy. That there is Amy, though. But we love Brett just the same. Time is it? 9:21. How long has he been live? 39 minutes. Cool. Yeah, see my headphones? You know what's funny? Is I'm looking at them, and they're purple. I'm looking at them in my phone, they're blue. Now, isn't that weird? Yeah, see, Grammy Karen, you thought they were blue. They're not. They're purple. Like Barney purple. Not this dark. They're not even that dark. I wonder if I turn out this light, will it show up? Nope, it still looks kind of blue. Huh. They're purple as the day is long. I swear, but looking into that camera, they are blue. That is the weirdest thing ever. Wow. Talk about like mind games or mind tricks. But they're purple. Like light grape. I can't even... Yeah, they're nowhere... That looks like a blueberry. This looks like California raisin. Well, okay, maybe not that dark. We'll just say Barney purple. You have one of the best gardening channels on YouTube. Aw, thank you so much. I don't think anybody's ever said that to me before. It is funny how the camera changes colors. Indeed, Grammy Karen, because that blew my mind when I turned over to look, and I'm like, my headphones ain't blue, they're purple. But they are pretty blue in the camera, though. From Ozarks to West Virginia. Been on the train since Sunday. 28 more hours to go. Oh, wow. I will definitely keep you in my prayers, because that is a long trip. I bet you're daydreaming of your bed. I know when I've been away from home too long, I start fantasizing about my pillow and my covers. No offense, Amy. Your couch is awesome, but something about my bed that I just love. You know. If I could pack up my bed and take it with me, I'd always travel. I'd never be at home. LOL, my couch is missing you too. Oh, I do. I miss the Broussard Homestead farm. I just want to see my pets again. Yeah. That's true too. I forgot about that. When did you start YouTube? June 13th of 2017. Yep. I've been on YouTube a country minute. And you can't really tell it too much, because when you watch my older videos, they look okay, but that's because I would do them over and over and over again until I thought it was satisfactory. Hopefully we have the construction finished by the time you get back here. You mean like on the porch? Or just in general? Because if you're talking about the porch, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hoping to have the new porch built by then. Yes. See, yeah, yeah. I can't wait, because that's going to be awesome, especially if it's raining. Because if you're looking out Amy's back door, over here you have the barn that I still want to paint your logo on. I don't know. Every time I see the side of that metal building or metal type barn, tin roof, shed, whatever, I just want to paint your logo and your name across the side of that sucker. With the ladder and all that, just kind of, I want to move them a little bit so it's more eye appealing, but can't help it. Gotta have the house leveled and the skirting redone. True. But I can't wait for you to have that porch, because you got that shed there, and then right out there is the bees, and then all to your right is the lake, or you call it a pond, I call it a lake. Bring some paint. I wonder what kind. I think we need black enamel, because Louisiana does have some pretty intense sun. Or better yet, tell me what you need and I'll get it. I'll have to do some research, Amy, and see what kind of paint would be best for the side of that. And then I would need a charcoal pencil, because what I would do is I take a charcoal pencil, freehand it first, and step back and look at it and get it perfect before I would paint it. Then I would take the paint. If it's spray paint, then I have to tape it off. But if it's like a gallon paint with a paintbrush, then I will just outline it and then paint it in. Do you have a ladder so you can reach it? Actually, yeah, I have a step stool that's pretty tall. But I would want it somewhere kind of in the middle. I'm going to be growing Zucca gourds from Baker Creek. They're one of the largest gourds in the world. Oh, wow. I am growing loofah gourds this year, because I grew loofahs last year and my daughter loved them. But I have never grown Zucca gourds. In fact, I want to check that out. Enter. Zucca gourd. Image. Holy moly, what do you do with a Zucca gourd? Don't paint the porch purple and white, she won't leave. Huh. That went over my head, Amy. Explain yourself. And a Zucca gourd is humongous. Skippy72, what do you do with a Zucca gourd? Is it like a birdhouse gourd? Or do you eat it? Or both? Because that's one big fruit. It will look like a Dr. Pepper can. That would be funny. Han Solo, you know what's really ironic? Is my truck is that color. My truck is maroon. Do you know how often I've been tempted to get like a Dr. Pepper logo put on my truck to make it look like a can? I want to plant more loofahs this year. Same. They're good for decorating, but you can eat it, but they're bland. Okay. That's what I was wondering, because that would make one heck of a birdhouse, or I guess like a vase or something. Hey, Vietnamese home cooking, how are you doing? Skippy72, do you have to dry them out like you do a birdhouse gourd? I grew birdhouse gourds this past year, and I took them down, and they're sitting on a table, and one is starting to rot. I am good, thank you. That is good to hear, Vietnamese home cooking. I'm so glad you came by tonight. I have to get going. Gotta get things ready for school tomorrow, and my old self is tired. Alright, Amy, thank you so much for stopping by. And I miss you, and I hope to talk to you on Marco soon. Maybe Saturday, if you ain't busy. Because I know the rest of the week you'll have homeschool. I love your face and miss your face. I love and miss your face too, Amy. And tell Brett and Abby I said hi and I love them. Because it's been a while since Christmas. Wow, time just flies. My grandson is 2 months old. On the 26th of this month, he'll be 3 months old. On the 14th, on Valentine's Day, my daughter will be 21. It's crazy. Time just flies. Yeah, I drive them for about a week. Oh, okay, cool. That is so neat. Thanks for sharing. I like to learn new things. That's why I do a lot of research, or I try to. 2 months, time goes fast. I know, right? It does not seem like that boy is 2 months old already. Will do. Hopefully we can finish schoolwork tomorrow, so no school Friday. Oh, that would be awesome. If no school Friday, definitely Marco me for a minute. Oh, Amy, did I tell you before you leave? My mom is home from the hospital. She got home yesterday. So, yeah, my mom came home from the hospital yesterday. And she's doing good, by the way. Still needs to strengthen her muscles, but, you know, she is doing a lot better. Awesome news. Answer prayers for sure. Yes, ma'am. Her legs and whatnot are still weak because, you know, she was in a medical coma for a week. So, but, yep, she is doing better and home and happy to be there. I talked to her right before I went live. Right after I ate dinner, I called her and talked to her. Or no, I called her and talked to her, then ate dinner, and then hopped on my live. But yep. I can't believe I've been on for an hour and 27 minutes. Time is just flying. And I know I need to get seeds and stuff started. Amy, Southern goodbye. I love you. Bye-bye now. Go get stuff done. But, I need to get my seedlings started because it's already February 3rd and I don't have anything started. Except for my garlic. My garlic's been in the ground since December. I have onions I need to put in the ground, which I might get that done tomorrow. And I have maybe 10 pounds of potatoes to get in the ground, even though some of them are store-bought, so I'm not sure how well they're going to reproduce. I've heard some people say that they can get store-bought to grow, and some say that they have the, oh, what do you call it? They've been sprayed with something to keep them from sprouting. But these have already sprouted. They were in my pantry, and I kind of forgot about them. So I figured since they were sprouting, I'd go ahead and plant them to see if they do anything. And if they don't, then it's no loss, because I was going to throw them away anyway. So, you know, say what it be. I figured, why not? And I almost threw them away, and I'm like, you know what? It says organic on the bag. Let's try to plant these and see if we get anything. Because if we don't, the only thing we're really out of is water and maybe a little bit of space. But since I have over 400 and something square feet of growing, I'm good. I can take a gamble on them potatoes and see if they produce. But I also have like 2 or 3 pounds of regular, I think it's red potatoes, seed potatoes that I got from the feed store. Oh yeah, and alfalfa pellets. I need to go get some tomorrow. Because you can take alfalfa pellets, water them down, and stick them in your garden, and it works as a nitrogen fertilizer. And if you mix the alfalfa pellets with like wood pellets, in like 60 to 90 days, you have compost. And at least that's what I've read, and I want to try it out. When it gets warmer, I also want to get some red wiggler worms and put that in the garden bed. Yep. Maybe even get one of those 4-inch PVC pipes and drill holes in them and bury it into the garden and use it as a worm bed. I have coffee tree in my house. I'm making coffee now from a coffee tree came from Lodge's greenhouse 4 years ago. Now it's 3 feet tall. Oh wow, that is so awesome. I really wish I had a big, I have a little greenhouse, like one of the ones you get at Tractor Supply. They have like the little plastic green cover that zips up, and they're cool and all, but I would really love to have a real greenhouse, kind of like the Steyers have. That would be awesome to do things like that. It is, I think my area, it does get cold, but I think it stays warm enough that with a greenhouse, I could probably grow almost all winter. At least I think I could. But that is really cool that you can grow coffee there. That is neat. Do you have to toast it and grind it yourself, I'm sure? Or do you just grind it? I'm sure you would roast it, right? Isn't that kind of like dehydrating, if you think about it? I think so. I don't know, I haven't really researched coffee. I don't really drink a whole lot of coffee. I drink fluffy coffee, is what I've been told it is, because I have so much sugar in it. Because I put vanilla extract, almond extract, a little bit of Hershey's chocolate, and then Irish cream. Yep. And a couple teaspoons of sugar. So Amy called my coffee fluffy coffee. Oh well. Well, I think I am going to call it a night. It is 9:37. I've been on an hour and a half. But I would like to thank everybody for coming out. Yeah, I take the beans off the tree and put them in the coffee grinder. That's cool. I bet you that's strong coffee too, right? I bet you that coffee don't play. Okay, good night. Sleep well. Or sleep well tonight. You too, Vietnamese home cooking. But thank you everybody for coming out. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you all have a great night. See you on the next one. God bless and peace.